Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie Jessica.
So this is going to be a reading vlog, but this is going to be fun.
Yes.
I mean, you tell them. Just tell a lot of people.
So what we're doing is
There's glare.
We are reading the DNF series. So this is 12 authors with 12 novellas whose purpose is to be a DNF series.
Yes. Cringe.
So it says, DNF is a beloved used bookstore in Salem, Massachusetts, where books go for a second chance. What was once someone's DNF is the next person's treasure. Every book in the DNF series is full of delicious spice, chaos, and most importantly, cringe. We're giving you all the moist, velvet-wrapped man meats and so much more. This is what it says.
This is awesome.
How far can you make it before you cringe? How many novellas can you read before you DNF? It's a challenge. Read, cringe, share. Do you dare to enter the world of DNF? There's no guarantee you'll finish. So we are very excited about this.
We are actually. We got all the arcs.
Super excited.
Yeah.
So we're going to just tell you the tropes or the blurb about the book. Then we're going to read it and we're going to come back and just give you a quick wrap up on it. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of follow along with us on this. You can skip around for the different ones, or you can watch the whole thing and then go read however you want to do it. But join in. It's going to be fun.
And depending on the length, because there's 12 books, so we might have to split this video in two, but we'll see what happens as we get going.
The first one is Hung by Summer O'Toole. And there's actually, I don't think, any particular order. This is just the one that we're going to start with, based on how arcs came in and what I have in front of me.
Yep.
So the blurb for this is, Alfie, everyone's favorite lactose intolerant foxy sidekick, is getting his own story in Hung, part of the DNF series. Alfie is a man in love the second he sees Georgie and quickly becomes as obsessed with her as he is with pumpkin spice lattes. Georgie finds herself equally smitten by Alfie, but a little intimidated by the not-so-little thing in his pants. Oh. Come along for this goofy ride as they make it fit. I mean work.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we know where the title came from.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Any thoughts before we dive in?
I'm really excited to read these. I shouldn't be as excited as I am, but I am really excited to read these.
Any thoughts though on Hung? We're going to go read Hung.
No.
Any thoughts?
No. I'm excited to see how hung he really is.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go read it.
Okay. Okay. We're done. We're packed up. We're headed home from Romance Invades the Rockies.
Yes. So this is a vlog that's going to be working in progress for a little while because there are 12 books.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So.
Okay. So it was hilarious. We were both sitting in our beds last night reading.
Laughing our asses off.
Yes. And we'd be like, oh, did you get to this part yet? And oh my gosh, so funny. So neither one of us have read Summer O'Toole before, but this book has definitely, we are definitely going to go read more of her stuff because, oh my gosh.
Especially if there's some funny. Like that was just so funny. I mean, we're in the first or second paragraph and I'm like cracking up. And I rarely laugh in books. I was laughing pretty hard.
So Alfie is like a bodyguard on vacation.
Mafia bodyguard.
Yeah. But yet he's like kind of clumsy and things just fall out of his mouth. And I don't know if that's typical for his character or because he is a character from one of our other books, which you do not have to read to enjoy this one. And so I don't know if that's typical of him or if he was just so smitten with this girl that he couldn't keep himself together.
I don't know, but oh my gosh.
So the front cover, there's a lot of produce in this book. So you have to read these knowing, I mean, it's the DNF series, right? Okay. Yeah. I have a highlight. Okay. He's trying to order coffee from her at her coffee stand and he just blurts out, Jerry gives me the runs.
Jerry gives me the runs. This was this is after he'd said several inappropriate things.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the name of her coffee shop. It was Flicky D's Beans. So, I mean, that just gives you a rough idea of what it was, like how hilarious this was. The guy, I mean, oh my gosh, we don't want to give anything away. It's a very short book.
Yes.
It's under 50 pages, right?
I think so. Or right around 50.
Right around there. It was hilarious. So, yeah, this one, I mean, it had some pretty hilarious stuff. I didn't get grossed out or anything, so.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right.
No, we did not DNF it. I gave it 5 stars.
I wanted to give it 5 stars. It's so short and it's a novella. I mean, it deserves it for the funny part, but, so I give it 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved it.
It was awesome.
I love this whole project. I think this is going to be hilarious. So now we are on to the next book.
Okay, we are here ready for the next book, which is going to be called Milky by Daisy Jane.
Yay, Daisy!
And she has the tropes listed, so we're going to just jump right in. This is MFV.
And V is for vacuum.
Yes, you did hear that.
Yeah, you heard that right.
This is her trope list. Much needed, wet, dry, 20-volt shop vac.
How'd you say that with a straight face?
I don't know.
Okay.
Fedoras.
Okay.
Lactophilia.
That's got to be breastfeeding.
I am assuming
some kind. Yeah, a fetish. Yeah.
When he wears sunglasses like Neo from The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
A medical emergency requiring a vacuum repairman. When he talks like Yoda and she loves it.
Okay.
Weird stuff after hours in the DNF bookshop. Compliments like, you remind me of my mom.
No.
All right, this will be my first MFV.
It's
How about you, Jessica?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely my first MFV. I am super excited for this one. We love Daisy. She's the one that told us about this series.
Yes.
We've known about it for a while, so thank you, Daisy. I am so excited for this one. Like, it has some cringe stuff, but I'm intrigued. I'm ready. Let's go read this one.
Okay.
All right. We just finished Milky by Daisy Jane.
God, I loved this book.
I did too.
There's this part of me that's like, I should not have loved this one as much as I loved this one, but
this is hands down the best MFV I have ever read.
It's the only MFV you've ever read.
It is hands down the best, though. Oh my God, I absolutely loved it. I don't want to give any spoilers away because there's some things that happen in it that I don't want to give away. Good. But it was hilarious.
It was.
And just how dense our main characters are.
Yes.
Yes. This isn't really a spoiler, but she has a white dress that she wears, and she comments that she bought it at the aisle, and all their dresses are white.
Yeah. On their first date, she wears this dress. I mean, there were so many things, like the fact that he wore like a Sonic t-shirt. Just like you could tell that
he was very proud of that shirt.
He was so proud of that shirt. Oh, there you go. And he was so very, very accepting of Herb. And
didn't even question it.
No.
Okay, I'm going to tell one little other part that was so funny to me.
Okay.
And I asked you, I'm like, did you get to this part yet when you were reading? So they're going out on a date, and she goes to grab Herb, and he's like, Chip says, oh, Herb's coming. And she goes, well, he doesn't have to, but he was going to give you Roadhead.
I know. Oh, that was so good. My favorite line in the whole book was, we love so many of the same things. Adult lactation, Chick-fil-A, and Michael Bolton. It was like, Michael Bolton. So good. So cringy. It was awesome.
Well, and I mean, Chick-fil-A is fantastic.
I've never had Chick-fil-A.
What? How have you never had Chick-fil-A?
We don't have one up here. I've never had it.
We have one about 45 minutes from where I live, but before that, we didn't have one for a while. And my son, we actually drove an hour and a half away because he had heard about it and wanted to go there so badly.
Yeah. Yeah, no, never have. I mean, my thing is, if I'm traveling, I want to go and eat somewhere nice. I don't. Nope. So I've never had
Chick-fil-A is nice. They went there for a date. Come on.
Yeah, their first date. Yeah. All right. That one was definitely
the fancier of fast foods.
It apparently so. I learned a few things. I also learned that even if she's a couple crayons shy of a full rainbow, I want this, damn it. That is what he says.
Okay.
Yep. All right, let's go jump into the next one.
All right.
Okay. All right. So this next one is one of my favorite authors.
Handy by Misty Walker. Mm-hmm. So we have Love Liquor. Liquor, like alcohol.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay.
Fondling fun bags.
These.
I know what fun bags are. Jeez. But look at that. I thought for a second it said bugs.
It does. It looks like bugs. Yes.
I was like, what?
Could have been anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay.
Then we have Nutter Butter. Moist Folds. Thanks.
Thank you for that. Misty. Thanks. That's great.
Fleshy Mounds.
Oh my gosh.
Diddle That Fiddle. Love Butter. Love Garden.
I think Misty just went and found all the terms that make us cringe in romance and threw them into a book.
Okay, here's a quote.
Oh no.
Baby Cakes, do you know what I see when I look at you?
What?
Cushion for the pushin'. Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right.
We're ready to move on. Let's go read.
See the finish line. All right. So, Handy. We finished Handy.
We did.
Okay.
This one was definitely different.
You could say that again.
I feel, this one's tough because there's kind of a lead up to something that she does and she doesn't share that with him. And so I'm not sure if we should share that either.
No, I don't think so, but still.
So I will just say this because I don't want to give anything away. If you are younger than us by a little bit, you may not understand one of the references because it's from a commercial that was very popular in the 90s. So we'll just tell you that there was this, it maybe even more than that, but I don't think I've seen this commercial in a really long time. But it was for like a margarine company, and their whole slogan, wasn't that the name of the product even? I can't believe it's not butter.
My husband still buys it, and I don't.
You can still buy it?
Oh yeah, it's all they got it like a spray, but like he uses the spray butter on his corn.
Oh yeah,
in the summer.
I've seen that. Okay, but it used to be like, I mean, you couldn't. Well, back when we would watch, like in our younger days, there was no skipping commercials and all that. You had to watch the commercials, but like you would not be able to watch hardly anything without seeing that or the Grey Poupon commercial. But I don't think I've seen an I can't believe it's not butter commercial for a really long time.
I haven't seen a real commercial in a really long time. So,
I really don't watch TV much.
Nope.
And if I do, it's more like a streaming thing. So my commercials are what happens at like if I go watch a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyhow, so they had that in here. You enjoyed that.
Well, I just felt like that needed to be clarified.
Addressed.
This one has a little more plot going on.
Yes. It's a little longer than the other two, not by much, but it's a little longer than the several other ones we've read leading up to this. But yeah, I did enjoy their names. I felt that their names were quite interesting. I laughed out loud at that one. And the fact that they didn't realize that their names were horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just let them read those parts because those are the funny parts.
Eaton and Jenny.
Eaton and Jenny. Yeah. So anyhow, so that was definitely fun. I'm like, so far I'm really loving what we've read. So
yes.
Now we'll head on out and go read some more.
Okay.
Okay. All right, well, we survived that last one, so.
Okay. Here's another from an author that we've read several of her books.
Yes.
This is Bouncy by B. Subjankin.
Oh, Bouncy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here are tropes. Age gap.
Done.
Horny virgin.
It happens.
Desk blowjob.
Like under the desk? Or does she blow the desk?
I'm thinking it's under the desk, but in the series, who knows? Awkward seducing.
Oh, yeah.
Workplace romance, so that probably is under the desk then.
Probably.
And then your favorite trope of all time.
Breeding. Was it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every jump swung the giant schlong between his legs, leaving nothing to the imagination about his weapon of mass vaginal destruction. That is the quote from the book. All right.
I don't need to hear any more. I'm game.
Okay.
All right, let's go do this one. All right, so we finished Bouncy.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have one thought.
And that is?
Come for the jump roping. Stay for all the different ways that you can name your lady parts.
So true. I learned so many new names. You are going to be so done with me.
Oh, well, from now on, I'm only going to refer to my lady parts as the Pink Palace.
I didn't choose a favorite. There was just so many that I was like, wow.
There were a lot, but from now on, it's just the Pink Palace.
The Pink Palace.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You do.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely. The jump roping though.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay.
What'd you give it?
I rated it a 4.
Same.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was as cringy as a couple of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely laughed in it.
I did too.
I enjoyed it.
I don't laugh a lot in books in general, even if they are funny. But the ones we've read so far, they've all had me laughing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree. All right.
Okay.
So let's go jump into the next one.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Okay. We have Nectar by J.D. Midnight.
Okay.
Okay. Tropes.
Okay.
I can fix him.
We all think so.
That thing in the movies where the already hot woman changes her hair slightly and becomes gorgeous. Billionaire business owner who is somehow ethical and has time for anything other than avoiding taxes.
Okay.
Beep. Me like you qualify for food stamps. And that's in quotes. I don't know.
What? Oh my god. I don't know. Okay. Anything else?
I don't know. It says, I can fix him cringe story that's essentially you've got mail, but awful.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's go find out how awful and cringe this really is.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so next is Nectar.
Mm-hmm. It was funny. There were funny parts in this one. It was told in third person, which made it a little harder for me to get into.
Yes, third person is not my thing. I do like listening to third person in audio. I found that I find enjoyable, but reading third person is hard for me. That is my own preference and nothing against the writing for this. There was also a weird little twist at the end.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't see coming.
Nope. Mm-mm.
So
no, there was. It was good. So I still gave it 4 stars. I still enjoyed it. I wouldn't mark it down for the the
Well, actually, I gave it 3.5 stars, but I put 4 on Goodreads.
Put 4 on the thing, yeah. I don't care. For me, third person is hard unless it's in a historical, and it's hard for me to get into it. If reading it is hard for me, but I still really enjoyed this book. So yeah. So, okay. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Next, we have Juicy by N.E. Stevenson. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I choose.
Mm-hmm.
It's smutty.
Mm-hmm.
And voyeurism.
Okay.
And degradation.
Degradation.
Yep, that's what I've been saying. Blind dating app gone wrong.
Oh, okay.
Obsessed MMCs.
Love those.
Cock cage.
I've never had experience with those, so you read that one.
Read yours truly, Daisy CJ. You have to read that.
Yeah.
It's not part of the DNF series, but it's so
it has
good.
that. It has that.
So good. Okay. There's group play.
Mm-hmm.
Slut shaming between besties.
Okay.
Public foreplay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay, let's go do this one too. All right. So we have finished Juicy. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I loved the jokes.
Loved each chapter header had a joke. They were awesome. I can't wait to use one in everyday life.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, you're gonna hear them all again.
I am so excited. They're cringy, which was funny. They were like really bad dad jokes.
Dad jokes, yes.
That were sexually based to some degree. I mean, some were tame.
Yeah.
And some were dirty.
Yeah. But this one is the one reverse harem out of
so this was reverse harem. Don't normally read it, but I mean the app made it happen, so how could she say no?
Exactly. And like I said, I think that this could have actually been a full length. I do. If you'd taken the cringe and the weird stuff that was put in just for this series, this could have been a full length book, and it could have been really good. So I'm just saying, it was a different take on the why choose situation.
Yes. So I rated it 4 stars.
Same.
Okay.
All right. So on to the next one.
You
were gonna say boob.
Yeah, because it's almost always your boob.
I can't feel the boobs.
Next up, we have Spunky by Haley Tyler. And on her Instagram, she says, "The things I've written, the things I've made these characters do, I'll be haunted forever, and so will you." So her blurb says, "I stroke the thick vein wrapping around the duck trophy." Do you think they got that?
Yes.
"Happy tears filling my eyes. And my parents always said I wouldn't amount to anything. Well, look at me now, Dad. I'm the world's best rooster sucker."
Ooh.
It says cock, but I don't know what we could say on
Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's Spunky.
Mm-hmm.
I have no words. There was a contest for this?
I have so many questions I need answers to.
I do too. Okay.
Yeah, so let's go read this one. Okay, let's go do it. Okay, so we've finished Spunky. I really liked this one.
I did too. I kept thinking that this was like the perfect book for you, that you would love to be her.
In some ways, yes. Yes, I would. I mean, who doesn't want your sexy Scottish brooding hero from the 1800s to step out of the book? Come on.
Yes. And breedy like a horse.
Breedy like a horse. Yes, it was the best.
This book actually, I loved it, but it had some of the cringiest parts in it where I actually out loud said, "What the?"
Yes, yeah.
While I was
like,
reading.
I think my husky agrees. She's over here making noise about it too. So she's all about the Scottish man too.
Yeah, so the Scottish Highlander comes to
Yes.
life as her book boyfriend, and she is desperate to keep him.
I don't blame her at all. Yeah, loved it.
And then, I mean, the author was very committed to cringe because she even takes it into the
Yes. Yes.
So, oh, but this is not cringy like you're like, oh my God, I should put this down. And where I'm like, what
No.
the? It's not like that. It's hilarious. So this is perfect if you need a palate. All of these actually are perfect palate cleansers.
Yeah.
But this one really like had me laughing and I
But
loved it.
they're funny. With the majority of them.
Yes.
And the cringe is more funny than it is actual cringe because they have like a cringe challenge and I was going to do that. It was a graphic you make up, but I'm like, I can't put them down because I find them so funny that there is no cringe. It's just, it's
Mhm.
hilarious. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So I rated this 5 stars.
Did you? I gave it 4.5.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if I put that in Goodreads that way, but I know that I did in my book here. So I'll have to go double check that. But I did enjoy this one. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, now we have Slurp by Georgia Rain. And it says, what's wrong, or excuse me, it says, what's worse than having a serious lady boner for your professor? Having it for 2 of them.
Oh.
Okay.
They're both in trouble.
Yeah. So the blurb says, I'd never dream of pushing that boundary, especially as a sophomore in a new college with only a handful of friends. But when tall, dark, and tasty makes a pass at me, can I really resist the bulge I've been beep for months? And when curvy, luscious, and lickable joins in with plans to make me the new toy they fight over in every sexy way possible, how can I possibly keep my panties from disintegrating under the pressure?
Oh, one only knows. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go read this one.
Okay.
All right. So we finished Slurp.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This was definitely had some cringe in it.
Yes.
It is an FFM,
Yes.
which I have not really read much in this trope. And I'm
Mhm.
not sure that I really, I just don't know. I don't like reverse harem and that sort of thing. I like, a little different.
Yeah.
So the FFM isn't really my style.
Yeah.
There was like age gap and it was forbidden because it's like the professors
Student, teacher,
and
professors.
for a while I was a little like I kept wondering like is she like dreaming because it was so wild. Definitely had the cringe.
Mhm.
Definitely.
I do have to say the ending kind of came. I was like, whoa, that is not what I was expecting. So this one did have that, but yeah, it brings the cringe. I don't seek out FFM. It's not something I'm gonna go for. I mean, I don't look for it because it's not my thing. I don't know. If it happens in a book, cool, but it's not something I seek out. But I did enjoy this one. I did. It's just it was different than the other ones in a few different ways. So, but again, 4 stars.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
okay.
All right.
Next.
All right. Next, we have Creamy by Bex Dawn.
That word. Okay.
Okay. We have a dramatic AF modern soap opera.
Okay.
Womb, brooms, and infections.
What?
It's really what it says.
Womb, brooms, like womb.
Mm-hmm.
Brooms. Oh.
He'll do anything to keep her.
Okay.
So much creamy jizz you'll choke on it. Maybe baby. Question. A lovely set of
Knockers?
cock droplets.
Oh.
Major, over the top, insta love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be back.
That's what we've got for Creamy.
Okay. Creamy. I laughed out loud in this one quite a bit.
Oh my God. I loved this one.
This one was so much fun. This one had like, even in the prologue, I was laughing my butt off. Like I was highlighting things and laughing in the prologue.
I absolutely loved that the author like understood the seriousness of a man cold.
Oh my God. That was the best. I highlighted that whole section. The name of that guy though, where I have to get to it because it's so funny. Well, her and the surviving the cyclists, and when her coffee didn't make it and it was like a thing, that was pretty funny. But she cries out, "Not the creamy slurp juice. Why did it have to be the creamy slurp juice?"
Yes. So the nicknames in this, he calls her Bedbug.
I thought that was cute.
And just their entire meet cute, if you will. Oh my gosh, I loved this one. It was so funny and so
funny.
cringy.
Because he's a paramedic, right? But I thought it was hilarious the old man that he had in his name. What was it? It was last name was Naked. I can't remember what the first name was. Hold on, I'll say
Buck.
Buck Naked. His last name was Naked. He was Mr. Naked.
Yes.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So I highlighted quite
lots
a bit
of funny names in there. Oh,
she did a very good job.
It was definitely a laugh out loud book.
Yeah, there's a part in the prologue I highlight like the whole section because it was talking about poor Mrs. Peabody, the smutted too smuddly for her bad ticker.
Yes,
that was awesome.
I love this one.
Yeah.
So I rated it 5 stars.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. So I enjoyed this one quite a bit. It was one of my favorites out of the series.
Okay, we have Drippy by Stephanie Swan, and I have a blurb. Okay. Agatha is a dork by day, an adult phone operator at night. Everything was going just fine until she meets one of her clients. Adonis. Okay. To her surprise, she finds herself wanting a deeper connection with him. Arnold works at DNF, a small town bookstore. As much as he loves his job and his dog Rufus, the only real relationship he has is with the woman on the other end of the phone, Angel. He's lonely and looking for love in the least suspecting place. Will Agatha and Arnold find true love amidst many kerfuffles, awkward interactions, and strange names for each other's parts? Find out in the beautiful world of DNF when Arnold gets his meat stick moist for the very first time. Oh my God. And ladies, remember, big shoes don't always equal, well, you know the rest.
That was Drippy? Okay. Oh, okay.
It says, come on. Come on.
Okay, let's go. Drippy? These two nerds. Oh my gosh, they're such nerds. It was awesome.
They were so awkward together, and I absolutely love the line, D to my orc.
I loved it. I actually, his name was Arnold, and he was going on about how it was a horrible name. My great-grandfather's name was Arnold, and when I got pregnant with my son, I was like, and I was very close to my great-grandpa, you know this, and I was like, how can I name my son Arnold without naming him Arnold? It didn't happen. So his middle name was just as bad, if not worse. So, but I love this. This is cute.
Yes. So she's like a phone sex operator.
Yeah.
So we have some cringe from there.
Yes, and we're warned about that in the there was just some things like the meat flaps.
Beef curtains.
That's what it was. Yes. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Yes. So I enjoyed this one. Solid 4 stars.
Yes. Solid 4 stars. Same. Right.
Okay. Next we have Gooey by K.L. Mann. Tropes. Cringe on purpose.
Yeah.
Both obsessed. MF.
Okay.
Age gap.
Okay.
My hero.
Oh yeah.
Cum crafts.
What? So like those people you see on TikTok that make like necklaces, you have to send in the jizz and they'll like make a necklace out of your dude's. No. don't
I
do that,
saw something
guys.
else, and so I will give you some more information in a minute.
Okay.
It might even be worse.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay. Come Slut Virgin.
Those don't go together.
Size Difference.
Okay.
Scarred Hero.
Ooh.
Insta Love.
Of course.
Millionaire MMC.
Okay.
Okay. Then there was one more quote that I have to share.
Ooh, quotes.
Are you mixing my cum into your slime?
I would have never thought to do that.
Of course I am, silly. Gooey.
Again, so many questions. Let's go get them answered.
Yes, let's.
Okay. All right. So, Gooey.
Gooey.
Tell me about Gooey.
Okay. This was the 7th one I read.
Okay.
And because I don't think we read necessarily in the same order.
No.
I felt like this was setting up for a fantastic book, and I could have read the full-length novel.
Yes. This one actually starts out darker. Like, it's the situation where it starts out, I'm like,
Yes.
oh, what is this? Like, it was totally up my alley. I wanted a full-length novel.
Yeah. So I think maybe the cringy part was supposed to be like the massive insta love, but I was just here for the whole thing.
I was here for it. Well, and then when the original scene, and when these guys read it, they'll know what we're talking about. When the original scene happens and they're in the water, I was like, are they gonna get stranded on a deserted island now? Like, what's gonna happen? No, that's not the case. But still, I was here for it. I love the cringe in this one. I gave it a solid 4 stars. I really enjoyed this one. I feel like the author could take this and make a full-length book out of it, and it would have been so good.
I actually went ahead and gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. And so I'm basing it on what it is, the novella in this series. And I loved it. So I gave it 5.
Lisa, I think I gave it 4. Did I give it higher? A lot of them just got 4s. I don't remember. But I remember that I really liked this one a lot. And he was a scarred hero. She didn't care. She thought he was a stud. It was great.
Yes.
Okay.
Loved it.
So,
okay.
Next. Okay, one more.
Okay, this is Leslie Ayla's book, and it is called Thick. And we have a blurb. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
5 easy steps on how to spice up your dating life. 1, forget your dinner in the oven. 2, burn down your kitchen. 3, move in with the sexy married gay couple across the hall. 4, crush on the sexy married gay couple. 5, try not to fall in love with them. Then don't forget to throw in some serious freakouts, crazy, unreasonable rules, and a very naughty couch.
Okay. Let's go do it.
All right. So we read Thick.
Yeah. This one was different for me because this one had it was an MMF, which I've read before, right? But this had the daddy dom little girl thing. So that was different. I mean, the whole point in these books are to make you cringe, and they say the most outlandish things, and it does. But I find it more funny than cringy. So, yeah. How did you like it?
I rated it a 4 still.
Yeah.
The daddy dom little girl, that's not really my thing.
Yeah.
I was a little intrigued, like them wanting her specifically and that sort of thing. Like I was like, okay. And then the daddy stuff isn't too heavy in there.
No.
I don't mind some daddy stuff, but like the daddy dom little girl stuff is not really my thing.
But it was still good. I gave it a 4 as well, especially for what it is. It was great.
It was very light on that, I should say.
It was, yeah. So,
okay. So before we wrap it up, we're gonna do the DNF series book bracket and just like figure out which one was our favorite, like top 4 type situation. So I'm gonna just start and go clockwise. Okay. So our first, these were randomly placed on there. So we have hung, bouncy, and juicy. What were your top out of there?
Hung and juicy.
Ooh, I had hung and bouncy.
Okay.
Okay. Out of hung and juicy, what did you pick?
Hung.
Okay, out of hung and bouncy, I picked hung. Okay, now
Okay.
I'm going to go the other side.
Okay.
I have spunky, creamy, nectar.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
I chose creamy and spunky.
Me too.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and which did you pick?
Creamy.
I picked spunky, but spunky and creamy were like, oh, right there. Like I actually am. Is it a video of ranking if I don't regret my choices and want to change again?
Never is.
Okay. So we're going to go down now.
Okay.
Milky, slurp, drippy.
I chose Milky and Drippy.
Me too.
Okay.
And then out of those two, which did you pick?
Milky.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, then thick, gooey, handy.
Gooey and handy.
Me too.
Yeah.
And which did you pick out of those?
Gooey.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to go back to the top. I have hung and spunky. You have hung and creamy.
Yes.
Which did you pick?
Hung.
Me too. Okay, then at the bottom, because of the way the bracket is, we have gooey and milky. What did you pick?
Milky.
Me too. Then what did you pick, milky or hung, for your favorite out of the series?
Milky.
I picked hung.
Did you?
I did.
We laughed so much with hung, but
Yes.
Milky had the vacuum, and I
loved
into
Milky.
that story. So
Yeah. So I would say my like I hung closely followed by Milky. I actually thought about not picking one and having the two because that's how I like to roll. Yeah. And then spunky, creamy, and gooey were all right, like heavy contenders there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Those were my top ones in there too. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So we did it.
We did the whole DNF series. We did not DNF anything. Nope. We survived.
Yes. Yay us. That was interesting. We read them all in the same weekend, in the same 2 days, roughly. So that was a lot of DNF books in 2 days.
Yeah. We didn't read them all in 2 days. And we had
we had one that we read in Canada, but we read the majority within the 2 days. Yeah. That's
all we did.
That's all we did.
Just read for 2 days straight.
Yep.
Okay, so let us know in the comments. Are you going to take the DNF challenge? What ones? Like, if you have, tell us what you've enjoyed. If you haven't yet, tell us what you want to start with. We understand most people are probably not going to want to read all 12. We just thought it'd be a lot of fun. And these are some of these authors were brand new authors to me. I'm the author of Hung, Summer of Tulle. I've never read anything by her. Definitely want to go check out more books by her. Yeah, there were a couple that I felt that way about. And it was a great way to meet, like, to read new authors and authors that we hadn't read before. So thank you to the authors for the arcs that they sent us, because we got all 12 arcs. That was amazing. But now we have to go and account for reading those 12 arcs. That's going to be a lot of work, but we've done it. So this was a lot of fun. It was a great time. It was. Yeah. So great little palate cleanser situation. Now I can go jump into some dark book and be happy. So yeah. All right. Well, make sure you hit that notification button so you always know about fun videos like this that are surprise drops. And always check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.